Welcome to the Watch Debate. This is going to be a brand new channel that I bring to you every single week. Once a week, we can have a debate about certain things. People can write in the comments and we can really get our point across. So this isn't about reviews. This isn't about scores. This is about conversations. And that is what makes cinema so special. Today's question came from one of you in the comments, actually. So someone told me that a film couldn't be considered a masterpiece. Well, I didn't say that it couldn't be a masterpiece, but she implied that it couldn't be a masterpiece unless it followed certain traditions or traditional values of cinema and culture and literature, referencing filmmakers like Tarkovsky. Now, if I've taken that wrong, fair enough. But I think it made for a really good conversation. It made for a really good debate. So, and honestly, that's a completely fair opinion. Absolutely. Because that's the beauty of film. None of us experience it in exactly the same way. We don't. What you take from it, someone will take completely different. What you see, I will see something completely different and interpret it. And that's the beauty about it, is it not? Now, but it got me thinking. The comment got me thinking when I was having a discussion with this person, and it really did get me thinking. What actually makes a masterpiece? Now, does a film need to follow an established cinematic rule? Does it need perfect writing, directing, acting? Does it need influence? Does it need to influence generations and filmmakers? Or can something become a masterpiece simply because it achieves exactly what it sets out to do? Now, can an action film be a masterpiece? Can a comedy be a masterpiece? Can a horror movie be a masterpiece? Or do we reserve that word for the slow, serious dramas? And what about films? What about the films that break all the rules? Now, you look at, take from art, a lot of artists' paintings didn't become what they are today for many years. So is that integrated with the whole idea of masterpiece? Does it take time to make a masterpiece? Can a masterpiece be dropped on our laps and everyone sits there and goes, "Oh my god, that is an unbelievable masterpiece. It follows every single piece of rule in literature and the direction that things should go in"? Or do we look at it and say that's completely structured and it just doesn't really it doesn't tell me, it doesn't make me feel that it's a masterpiece? Or does it take time, like I said, to get to that point? I'm trying to learn. Drop anything in the comments. Let me know. It's all about learning. But be respectful of other people's beliefs. Not everyone is right, and your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is my opinion. So let's all be respectful of each other. This is a debate, not an argument. Now, so Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, Stanley Kubrick. None of these became great by simply following a formula. That's what I believe. Sometimes the films that divide audiences are the most are the ones we talk about the decades later. For me, a masterpiece isn't about just ticking a box. It's about creating something that stays with you, something that makes you think, makes you feel, makes you change the way you see cinema. But that's just my opinion. Now, I want yours. So, what films do you consider to be a masterpiece that other people may completely disagree with? I want to know what films they are. You can go into complete detail if you want. I will comment back on every single thing that comes through. But please be respectful. Let's have this conversation. You tell me what films you believe are masterpieces or TV series and why you think it. And let's all talk about it, and hopefully we can come up with some really good discussions. Let me know in the comments, because that is exactly what the Watch Debate is all about. Speak soon.